back in 2020, it's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know we're in a day and age of technology and we don't have books with pages, Kate, but I guarantee you, if you still had a playbook on the sidelines, that page and that play is ripped out, not called again. What a loss on second down. And now we're looking at some serious magic needed to convert on third.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They'll go. Allen. Throw is caught by the back. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Pass complete to Cook. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. To throw again, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Pressure coming, it's Allen. He's on the move. Complete beyond the marker. He'll have the first down and even more. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a James Cook touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Can we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
You're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Covey now to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He puts some power on a deep one left. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills are brought down for a loss on the return, but still a good effort on that interception.
At their own 29-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Allen. Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. 1st down throw for Allen. He's trying to push the field. And oh, he got it! Interception! Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Completes this one to Jahan Johnson. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Point after added on by Elliott. And they'll take the lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Gets this to Kincaid. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. Connects with Cook. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Bass now to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. The Eagles about set to go on offense. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They're set up at the 35 now. Motioning left is their running back. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he works this to the 38 before going down. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. He's throwing deep to the left side. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
His running back hauls it in deep right. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's going to keep this one. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills parlay the interception into points. Josh Allen, the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. On 1st down, Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So that brings up 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. He's looking deep once again. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Allen now on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking for the back that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It's a 6-yard gain. They're going to have 4th and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Has room into the secondary. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
He keeps it himself. Now touching down a couple of yards away from that marker. Working quickly here. He'll try to do it himself. And that hit stops him in his tracks. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Bills trying to add to their lead. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Bills stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Hurts setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
This one finds Goddard. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds. All right, it's a nickel set for the Bills. 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Buys time, rolling right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to...
It's a fake from deep on their own half. Oh, and the call backfires. This one is intercepted. And the Bills get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception.
Not every fake is destined for the highlight reel, and that one's going to probably make the low light reel. They were all over that one from the start. Picked up the targets and covered just about anywhere they threw it. An interception was possible.
On first down, Allen. He's got it inside the 10. Runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a James Cook touchdown. His third through the air this game. All right, once again, Bills have the offense out. They're trying for two. Allen looking to throw this. And that pass is complete for two, and their lead grows further. Bass now to kick this away. Covey now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. From the pistol, Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. Pass caught by Gainwell. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. The Eagles are in punt formation. And here we go. It's another fake. And they don't come through on the fake as the pass falls incomplete. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Pass complete to Cook. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And in, touchdown Buffalo. And now the Bills going for two again. He's throwing for it, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Bass now to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. Looking to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He lays out for it and makes the catch. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. That pass complete to Goddard. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. In the interest of time, we'll bypass the halftime break and resume play with the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Ty Johnson now to return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen are ready to get back to work now on offense. And the type of game that he has been putting together, wow, we're going to see some of these highlights now, Brock, and I expect a lot of times over the next week, too. He has thrown this offense to the end zone time and again. What a showing. This is one of the elite games that we have seen from him. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They pitch it out to him here. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Josh Sweat making the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Another one for Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory. Tackled at midfield. Offense up to the line fast. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they'll make the stop after a short gain to the 48. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Hurts now from the gun. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, Hurts throwing again. Oh no, they get him yet again. Matt Milano in to pick it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. Has a lane past the 45. Down the sideline past the 40. And finally stopped at the 34. Give him 32 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Again, it's Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will. and you don't back away from it. If they...
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They're running the option, short side. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Benford has it. And the Bills take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5.